Have you ever wondered how some people seem to age so gracefully, staying sharp, full of energy, and sprightly well into their 90s or even beyond? It's a question many of us ask as we look ahead to the future. After all, we all want to live a long life, but we don't just want to exist, we want to thrive. That's why in this video, I'm going to share some of the best-kept secrets from some of the world's healthiest seniors who've made it into their 100s with vitality, joy, and a sense of purpose. These longevity secrets don't just add years to your life, they add life to your years. Living to 100 might sound like an impossibly lofty goal, but what if I told you there are simple, actionable habits that many of the world's oldest people follow that could help you add more healthy years to your life? These habits aren't about crazy diets, impossible workouts, or miracle supplements. They're about making small, sustainable changes that anyone can adopt, no matter where you are in life. Let's dive right in. I'm sure you'll be surprised by how simple some of these habits are, and how easily they can fit into your routine. Let's start with the first secret to living longer: having a strong sense of purpose. It's been said time and again that having something to live for, something that excites you, or simply a reason to get out of bed every morning, is key to longevity. People who live long, happy lives tend to be those who feel like they are contributing to the world in some way. This doesn't mean you need to be saving the world or starting a nonprofit. Your sense of purpose could be as simple as spending time with your family, volunteering at a local organization, or pursuing a passion that brings you joy. Take the people of Okinawa, Japan, for example. Okinawa is famous for its high percentage of centenarians, and one of the key factors in their longevity is their deep connection to their community and the sense of responsibility they feel toward one another. They have a term, ikigai, which roughly translates to a reason for being. This concept isn't just about your job or what you do. It's about finding meaning in your everyday activities and relationships. And research backs this up. People with a sense of purpose tend to have lower risks of disease and are even more likely to live longer. Another factor that plays a significant role in longevity is maintaining social connections. We all know how important it is to have a circle of family and friends to lean on. But did you know that having strong social bonds is actually linked to a longer, healthier life? Studies show that people with strong social networks have lower rates of chronic diseases, like heart disease, diabetes, and even dementia. It makes sense when you think about it. Humans are social creatures, and we thrive when we have people to share our lives with. In the blue zones, regions of the world where people live significantly longer than average, social connections are a cornerstone of life. In these communities, people don't just live longer, they live better. For example, the seniors in Sardinia, Italy, often share meals with family and friends, creating a network of social support that helps them navigate the ups and downs of life. It's not just about having people around, it's about quality, not quantity. So take time to nurture your friendships and family ties. Whether it's a quick phone call or a regular gathering, staying socially engaged can do wonders for both your mental and physical health. Now here's the third secret: staying active, but not in the way you might think. Sure, we've all heard that exercise is important, but it turns out that it's not just about hitting the gym for an intense workout every day. The key to longevity is staying moderately active throughout the day in ways that feel natural to you. In blue zones like Costa Rica's Nicoya Peninsula, people spend their days gardening, walking to the market, and participating in light physical activity as part of their everyday routines. They don't think of it as exercise. They just go about their daily activities, moving their bodies naturally. You don't need to do high-impact activities to stay healthy. Even if you're just walking around your house, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or getting up every hour to stretch or move around, these small actions add up over time. This lifestyle approach to physical activity is sustainable and manageable, and it's one of the reasons people in these regions are able to stay active well into their 90s and 100s. And while we're on the topic of staying active, let's talk about eating a healthy, plant-based diet. While no one's asking you to become a vegetarian overnight, the truth is that the healthiest long livers in the world tend to eat a diet that's heavy on vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and legumes, with smaller amounts of meat and processed foods. In fact, studies have shown that a diet rich in plant-based foods, along with healthy fats like those found in olive oil, can significantly reduce your risk of chronic diseases and improve overall longevity. The people in Okinawa, for instance, eat a plant-based diet with lots of sweet potatoes, tofu, and vegetables. Their meals are nutrient-dense, but not overly rich in calories, which contributes to their low rates of obesity and chronic illness. Now, before we move on, I want you to think about this. What is something in your daily routine that you could do to increase your movement or improve your diet, even just a little? It could be adding a daily walk to your schedule or swapping out a sugary snack for a piece of fruit. Small steps lead to big changes, and every positive habit you form helps set you up for a long, healthy life. In the next part, we'll dive into more longevity secrets, including the importance of sleep, stress reduction, and some practical tips for making these habits stick in your life. Stay tuned, and in the meantime, think about what small adjustments you can make to incorporate these first few strategies into your daily routine. Living a long, fulfilling life doesn't have to be complicated. It's about the small, consistent choices we make every day. Now that we've covered some of the foundational habits that lead to longevity, let's dive into a few more important secrets that contribute to living a longer, healthier life. First up is getting enough rest. Now you might be thinking, but I've always been a good sleeper. And that's great. But the reality is, as we age, our sleep patterns can change. Many people over 60 start having trouble getting the deep, restful sleep they need. Maybe you wake up more often in the night or find yourself feeling groggy even after what should have been a good night's sleep. If that sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. But there's good news. Getting quality sleep is one of the easiest and most effective ways to promote longevity. In the blue zones, people tend to prioritize sleep and rest. In places like Ikaria, Greece, it's common for people to take a nap in the afternoon, and they generally maintain a relaxed attitude toward bedtime. They don't have the pressure of a 9-to-5 job to worry about, which means their stress levels tend to be lower, and they're able to enjoy more restful sleep. Good sleep is crucial for a variety of reasons. During deep sleep, your body repairs itself, strengthens the immune system, and helps maintain brain function. But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality too. If you find that you're having trouble sleeping, here are a few tips you can try. First, create a calming bedtime routine. Try reading a book or listening to soothing music before bed. Avoid heavy meals or caffeine too close to bedtime. And if you're feeling restless at night, don't stress. It only makes it harder to fall asleep. Sometimes a simple, gentle stretch or some slow breathing exercises can help calm your mind and body. Another sleep-related tip is the importance of napping. If you're feeling the need to rest during the day, don't feel guilty about it. In fact, napping is a common practice in many longevity hotspots. Short naps around 20 to 30 minutes are shown to help reduce stress, improve memory, and boost alertness. So don't feel like you're wasting time when you take a midday break to rest your body and mind. Think of it as an investment in your long-term health. Now let's talk about the role of managing stress in longevity. Stress is one of those things that we all experience, but if we don't manage it properly, it can have a negative impact on our health and well-being. The world's healthiest seniors have mastered the art of stress reduction, and that's one of the main reasons they live longer, happier lives. In the blue zones, the most resilient seniors are those who have learned to stay calm and centered, even when life throws them a curveball. They don't let the little things get to them. For example, the people of Okinawa are known for their relaxed attitude toward life, and they approach challenges with a sense of calm rather than frustration. Part of this is due to their cultural values of gratitude and mindfulness, which help them stay grounded even in tough times. So how can you reduce stress in your own life? One great way is through mindfulness practices. These can include meditation. yoga, or simply taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you're grateful for. Even just 5 minutes of focused breathing can help lower your heart rate and bring a sense of peace to your day. You could also try journaling or spending time in nature, whatever helps you unwind and recenter yourself. Another important stress buster is having a sense of humor. The healthiest seniors often report that a good laugh is one of the best ways to relieve stress and keep their spirits high. Laughter not only lifts your mood, but it can actually reduce stress hormones and improve your immune system. So, make time for things that make you smile, whether it's watching a funny movie, spending time with loved ones, or just enjoying the little moments of joy in everyday life. Speaking of joy, let's talk about enjoying life and staying connected to hobbies and passions. Whether it's gardening, knitting, painting, or traveling, finding something that brings you joy and allows you to be creative is essential for living a long, fulfilling life. The people in blue zones have found their passions and never let go of them. They make time for the things they love, whether it's through physical activities, creative expression, or just spending time with their community. In Sardinia, Italy, for example, many older adults continue to work in the fields, take care of animals, and even engage in social activities like dancing well into their 90s. They're not just getting by, they're thriving. They've found their sense of purpose in their daily activities, and this gives them a sense of accomplishment and joy that contributes to their longevity. So don't ever think you're too old to start something new or pursue a new interest. If you've always wanted to learn to play the piano, start painting, or take up gardening, now's the perfect time. Keeping your mind engaged and excited about life is one of the most effective ways to stay youthful, both mentally and physically. And here's something else to consider: staying flexible. Not just in your body, though that's important too, but in your mind. Being open to new ideas, adjusting your routine when needed, and not being too rigid about how things should be are all key to maintaining your health and happiness as you age. The people who live the longest are those who don't hold on too tightly to old habits and outdated beliefs. They stay adaptable, ready to embrace new experiences, and are comfortable with change. So now that we've covered the importance of sleep, stress management, and staying connected to your passions, take a moment to think about how you can apply these strategies in your own life. Are there areas where you can reduce stress? How can you make time for activities that bring you joy? Next, we'll dive into the last secrets of longevity, including the power of regular medical checkups, the importance of maintaining a strong sense of community, and more. Stay tuned. Now, let's dive into the final few secrets that have helped the world's healthiest seniors live long, fulfilling lives. These last strategies may seem simple, but they're just as important as the others we've covered so far. First, let's talk about regular medical checkups and staying on top of your health. It might not sound like the most glamorous tip, but it's an essential one. The healthiest seniors understand the importance of staying proactive about their health. They don't wait for problems to appear. They schedule regular checkups and take preventive measures. In fact, many of the world's longest living people live by the idea of an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. It's easy to overlook health appointments as we get older, especially if we're feeling good. But keeping those appointments can help catch potential issues before they become serious problems. Regular screenings, such as for heart disease, diabetes, or certain cancers, are critical for identifying health concerns early. And it's not just about physical health. Mental health is equally important. So don't forget to check in with your doctor about things like memory, stress, or depression too. If anything feels off, don't hesitate to bring it up with your healthcare provider. Now, one thing that many of these seniors share is their connection to a community. Whether it's family, friends, neighbors, or even a group of like-minded individuals, having a support system is vital for longevity. Humans are social creatures, and studies have shown that people who maintain strong social connections are healthier and live longer. The people in the blue zones have tightly knit communities where they look out for one another, and that sense of belonging and support is powerful. In fact, in places like Okinawa and Costa Rica, socializing is woven into daily life. Seniors there are often seen gathering for meals, participating in community events, or simply spending time with others in a relaxed, stress-free way. Being around others helps reduce feelings of loneliness and provides a sense of purpose and meaning. And that brings me to the next key secret: having a sense of purpose. Living a life with purpose has been linked to longer life expectancy and better overall health. Seniors who live with intention tend to make healthier choices, stay active, and feel more motivated to continue learning and growing. Whether it's taking care of grandchildren, volunteering, or working on a personal project, finding something that gives you a sense of purpose can make all the difference in how you approach aging. The healthiest seniors often have something they are passionate about, something they look forward to each day. In the blue zones, this sense of purpose is often deeply embedded in the culture. In Ikaria, for example, people live by the motto, "Don't worry, be happy." Their sense of purpose is often tied to the idea of enjoying the moment, helping others, and taking life one day at a time. They're not just focused on survival, they're focused on living well, with joy and fulfillment. And lastly, let's talk about staying physically active. Now, I know you've probably heard this one a lot, but it's true. Exercise is a cornerstone of longevity. The healthiest seniors don't spend hours at the gym, but they keep moving throughout the day in small, meaningful ways. Whether it's walking, gardening, swimming, or doing simple stretches, the key is consistency. In places like Sardinia, Italy, and Loma Linda, California, seniors tend to stay active by engaging in daily activities that keep their bodies moving naturally. Walking to the store, or tending to a garden, or climbing stairs, all these things add up. The goal isn't to become a marathon runner or lift heavy weights. It's to keep your body in motion and avoid prolonged periods of sitting. As we age, it's crucial to keep the joints flexible and the muscles strong. You don't need to push yourself to the limit, but a little activity each day can go a long way in improving your health and your quality of life. If you're looking for some easy ways to get moving, consider starting with a daily walk. Aim for 20-30 minutes a day, and you'll not only improve your physical health, but also your mental health. Walking can help clear your mind, reduce stress, and even boost your mood. If walking isn't your thing, try low-impact activities like swimming or biking. Or simply stretch regularly to keep your body limber. So, let's quickly recap the secrets to longevity we've discussed. Prioritize getting enough sleep, manage stress, stay engaged with your passions, make sure to check in with your health regularly, maintain strong social connections, live with a sense of purpose, and keep moving your body. These habits aren't difficult to implement, but they require a shift in mindset. Remember, the goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. Small changes can have a huge impact on your overall health and happiness. Every step you take toward living a more balanced, purposeful life is a step toward feeling healthier, stronger, and more vibrant. If you take even just a few of these secrets to heart, I believe you'll be well on your way to living your best life for many years to come. So don't wait for the perfect moment to start. Start today, whether it's by taking a walk, making time for a hobby, or simply connecting with a friend. Every little bit counts, and the more you invest in your health now, the more you'll benefit in the years to come. And remember, it's never too late to start. Whether you're 60 or 80, these habits can make a difference in your life. Let's embrace aging with grace, joy, and good health. I hope you're feeling inspired to live a longer, happier life now. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and hit the bell icon beside it to get notified on our next video. Comment, share, and like to this channel for more videos on living your best life at any age. Please leave a comment sharing your own longevity tips or experiences below. Here's to celebrating life and looking forward to many more years of health, happiness, and adventure. And I'll see you in the next video. And look for fresh videos every week.